So, I'd like to preface this poem by saying it's not exactly meant to be taken seriously. It's mostly satirical for all intents and purposes. It's called This Poem Needs No Preface. I shouldn't start this poem with a preface. It will only muddy these lyrical waters and de-emphasize the impact of the words I'm now spitting. Introducing the tone and theme will only take away from the poem's impact. The audience will not be able to truly experience the poem as its own work. It is now tainted by the introductory monologue. And telling them just the title will only spoil the surprise that I have waiting inside. I guess it's a good thing that the whole preface was actually a part of the poem since the start. And that the title of this poem is actually Gotcha. Okay, so this next poem is this part of a poem still? No. This one is a sort of collaborative effort with a couple of Campaninis and Max, formerly mentioned. We wrote a lot of lines and then randomized them together. And this is what happened. See if you can get what we were getting at. I want it, bitch. Gustavus, the landlord, had an affinity for livers. My beard went limp. As I lapped up my grandfather's tears, I pondered my place in the ocean of my lives. Your smile refracts through my stained glass heart and colors the pews of my soul with 1,000 fractal shades. You made me laugh, but you weren't even funny. I had to tickle myself. My ears breathe in the taste of your smile. The flowers wilt against your degrading touch. One bicycle kick at the wrong time and it all comes crashing down. She tastes exactly like her brother. Violence isn't the answer unless the question is, what isn't the answer? And yet, after all that, I could never look at my father the same way. The key to your soul was hidden under the mat by my door. He got on his knees. He went that way, officer. That weed isn't mine. Death lies on false ears. I'm sorry I wasn't strong enough. I wish I could have been. The ship in the distance sailed away. It reminded me of the time I watched you leave. You wriggle under my skin disdainfully. Do not deceive him. His anger will kill you. His rage will burn your dermis from the inside out. And that's how poetry died. When doth the wind break upon the rocks? For whom doth the seagulls cry? It isn't so much the weight of the golf ball that breaks your spirit, but simply the duration for which it's been inside. Thanks, Dad. I kept my feelings inside, and they ate me out. Your khakis were a lie. I'm sorry I kissed your mom. A broken clock is right twice a day, which is more than can be said for a politician. Mother, forgive me for what I've become. The street lamp has burnt out. It is time. I try to laugh, but the only sound that comes out are the greatest hits of Conway Twitty. Your eyes drew me in and ate my liver, the essence of my temptations. The trees gave way to roads, the roads to dust, and from dust to even smaller dust, so dusty. What caused those bruises, I say? Rhinestones, you answer. Sirens kissed the darkness as the teens kissed each other on the skate park. The kids at the daycare practiced their best Naruto runs as I set down my wine glass. Where do our eyes go when we fall asleep? Before you ask, I get my protein from the souls of 1,000 vanquished enemies. The sky was a vague hue of blue, but all I could think of was you, the hat on the coat rack, the perfume on the maiden, the stains on the carpet, a house party turned rotten. With so many attractive lemons in the grocery store today, it's difficult to decide which toilet to use. When I was bored, my parents licked the juniper leaves. Thank you.